What is up, guys? SHAREfactory here, coming at you with another Fallout 4 video. Today I'm going to be starting a new series, basically reviewing some of the best guns that I think are the most useful and the most helpful, to maybe give you guys a little bit of help on basically what type of weapons that you guys need to be looking for, watching out for, and kind of how to get them, and to see basically how much damage and how they do basically in big situations, stuff like that. So yeah, so this is going to be a new series. If you guys want to see more content like this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, so let's get into this. Basically, the review that we're going to be doing today, the weapon that we're going to be doing today, is called the Splatter Cannon. It is a variant of basically the AK-47 in Fallout 4, and it's probably, in my opinion, the best gun that you could possibly get out of the Nuka World DLC. I believe it does the most damage, it's the fastest, and yeah, so basically we'll be doing a small, basically kind of gameplay review kind of thing going on with what this is. So basically the Splatter Cannon is an AK-47. I guess it's basically an AK-47 at this point, and it's relatively it's pretty good. It's not super complicated. You can basically hit fire with it. It's not super bad or anything like that with that. You can basically go into large crowds and stuff like that and just light up people with it. It comes with a scope, or with a long scope, a silencer, and basically a giant drum and stuff like that. And it's relatively simple. It's not super duper hard. It's really accurate for what you're getting. It is 9,000 caps if you go to the weapons dealer in the Nuka World market. It's slightly pricey. If you already have the problem solver, I don't recommend you buying this gun, due to the fact its problem solver is basically the same exact thing, except for it's not legendary. So I mean, you're not really missing out on a whole lot there. I unfortunately made the mistake of buying the Splatter Cannon, and even though I already had the problem solver, which it didn't really, I was told that the problem solver wasn't as good as the Splatter Cannon, so I bought the Splatter Cannon, of course, and turns out same exact thing. So I kind of just whatever. I sold the problem solver, kept the Splatter Cannon because it was a lot more cool. It was a legendary weapon, and yeah, it's pretty powerful close range. It's pretty powerful long range. Every shot is more powerful than its last, so every shot does more damage than the shot previous towards it. So that's also, I think, one thing that makes it a lot more interesting and a lot more useful as far as being a more usable gun for a variety of things, whether it's long distances, which it does excel at, or close distances or close ranges, which it does excel at. So it's not super duper complicated. It's not super duper hard to use or anything like that. There's not really a specific distance that it has that it can't reach to, and I personally believe it probably is the best overall most solid gun in the game, just due to the fact of how well it's done so far for me. It's probably my favorite. Now the trade-off you are getting is the lesser access to ammo and the more pricey it is, and you aren't gonna find a whole lot of it. Now if you do end up killing all the raiders, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of ammo out of it. It's a great gun. It does go through ammo like crazy though, and ammo is extremely expensive. I spend thousands and thousands and thousands of caps on ammo. Just it's what it is. I usually am able to break down the price and stuff like that, because I can be able to trade some other stuff and things like that. So yeah, I mean, that is the trade-off, that you are going to be giving up access to ammo over abundance of ammo. So I mean, I would much rather take a more powerful gun over more ammo, just because I mean, it's making your shots mean more than if you had a whole overabundance of ammo. And then I don't know, I think it's a matter of opinion. It's a great gun overall. I hope you guys already have it. If not, I recommend getting it. If not, if you already have the problem solver, you can get that for free through Mason, which is the leader of the pack in the Nuka World. So I would recommend getting that over this, just because it's basically the same thing. You're not really missing too much, other than the fact every shot, I believe. I don't think the it being legendary and being able to have the power to be able to have their shots do more are too different. So I don't know. They're not super duper different. They're pretty much the same thing. Highly recommend you guys get both of those guns. They're both very, very cool and very good. So yeah. All around, I believe it's a very solid gun. It's very useful. It's probably the best gun in the game, in my opinion. Not because of how much damage it does, but in the fact that it is cool because it's an AK and it's a very OP AK-47. So it does a lot of damage. It works very well. It does what it needs to do. It gets those long range kills, and it basically tears through everything. So you don't have to worry about synths. You don't have to worry about robots. You don't have to worry about rat scorpions or anything like that, or any basically death claws as well. It just tears through them, and it's absolutely ridiculous how powerful this gun really is, and how powerful the problem solver is as well. In some cases, I do believe that it kind of gets too easy. I feel as if I think the gun makes the game a little bit easier than it needs to be, and especially me being a very, very high level character, I have it's just a lot of, I'm already a very powerful character. I already have very powerful armor and very powerful all around. I try not to OP myself out so I can still kind of enjoy the game. But it's kind of just one of those things where it's just fun to use and be able to really enjoy using. If you really just want to enjoy the game and have fun and things like that, I think it's a great gun to use and great gun to have. Now, a key fact that you need to remember and pay attention to when you are purchasing this gun, that you will have to have commando, I believe rifleman perks to be able to actually modify the gun itself. You will be having to have I think for sure Commando 3 is required in order to be able to modify the gun and add any attachments and things like that to it, or anything like that. But you are if you are content with the way the gun is and you don't really want commando, then you are pretty well off as far as that kind of thing goes. I felt as if it was kind of annoying that they made it to where you do have to have commando. Since I didn't actually have that, I didn't really pay attention to commando or rifleman just because I didn't really care that much on that kind of stuff. I was really paying attention more on lockpicking and hacking and stuff like that, and maxing those out before anything else. So very important. Be sure to pay attention for that before, and keep that in mind when you do purchase this gun. You will need commando. Commando, I believe, rank 3. So be sure to remember that. Overall, the gun is very, very good. I highly recommend you buy it. I really enjoyed using this. I really enjoy using this gun on a daily basis. I play Fallout 4 a lot, so it's very convenient to be able to basically go wherever I want and be able to basically not worry about not being able to kill enemies and things like that. I think all around, it's definitely a necessary gun to have. Highly recommend you either have this or the Problem Solver. Both very useful guns. Both powerful guns, and they're very good. So yeah, basically also keep in mind ammo is very, very expensive. So if you do not have the caps to be able to keep up with this gun, I do not recommend you purchase it, because this thing does tear through ammo like it's freaking nothing. It's very important that you remember that, because you will be spending a lot of money on ammo, and ammo for this gun is not you have to buy it basically at this point, and there's no way that you can make ammo, which is also kind of unfortunate. I believe they had that in previous believe maybe Fallout New Vegas. I don't quite remember. I might have modded that in, so I kind of confuse myself in those kind of situations. So basically keep that in mind. Ammo is very, 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 very expensive, and of overabundance of it. I believe I paid for just 2,000 rounds alone, just 2,000 rounds, so that's it. I believe was over 6,000 caps, which is a lot of caps if you do not have a lot of money, and you are very new to the game and stuff like that. So I mean, keep that in mind when you're buying this gun. It's very expensive anyways. I highly doubt you'll have to worry about that. I mean, if you can pay the 9,000 caps for the gun itself, I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to afford to buy the ammo as well. Yep. Hopefully, you enjoyed this video. Hopefully, you guys, somewhat learned something from this. This is just kind of a little bit of an inside video, basically on the gun, on the problem solver, kind of, and the splatter cannon. Both guns at which are really good. I just want to kind of be able to give you guys a little kind of bunch of tips and stuff like that on the game. I've spent a lot of time in this game. Hopefully, you guys can use the information that I've giving you a little bit. Well, I kind of want to move this channel over to more Fallout 4 and Fallout related stuff, and then eventually when Skyrim comes out, maybe I'll start doing some, or Skyrim for PlayStation 4 comes out, and a later date, stuff like that. I will be having another video up tomorrow about my thoughts on mods and whatnot, or the mods being canceled for Fallout 4 on PlayStation 4, and I have some very nice thoughts. Probably go ahead and make the video tonight and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this and more reviews. If you want, please leave a comment down below and what guns that you want in Nuka World for me to do a review on. I have every single one of them. I've completely finished Nuka World, so do not worry about me not having it, because I will be sure to make a video on it. And yep, so if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for coming back, and I just wanted to thank all of my long-time subscribers that have paid attention and actually watched the videos and stuff like that I make. Alright guys, see ya.